Oh well. Oh,
You
yeah, it
can
shouldn't
move
be a
it.
problem. I'll move it now. But
Okay.
I mean, like I
Okay.
said, they know what
They
the
know,
situation
right?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know.
Mm.
I did each and every one of these at its proper time,
That's
so now
right.
I'm just going over these
You're
again.
just making up
Yeah.
lost.
So okay, assessment. Okay. So in this unit, my goal was to focus on assessment, to go over a lesson, teach new concepts, but also try to assess them as we go along, how they're doing, through formative and summative assessments. And I didn't find that very easy because the topic that we had was, and plus it was a young, the lower age group. So assessment, uh, I find it a little more challenging doing assessments with lower, first graders.
Mhm, mhm.
With the older ones, it's a little easier. But first, wanted to make sure that they're understanding what's going on. We had this poster of children doing a play, and about moose and how the moose they lose their antlers.
Mhm.
Uh, I wanted to get them thinking about how uh, a play could be used to teach people or to share um, ideas, because in the image the students were teaching people about moose and how they lose their antlers.
Mhm.
So I thought I'd make it a little interesting for the students, asking them, first of all, what they know about moose and these animals who adapt and they lose uh, like antlers, for instance. Uh, and then I kept on coming back to how this was being taught through a play, a school play. So I asked them their experience. Have you ever been in a play? Have you seen a play? And they actually have not been involved in too many plays.
Mm.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just in the first grade. But they understood the concept of a play, but they didn't have much experience
Mhm,
with plays.
mhm,
So I said, use your imagination. So that's where I used some formative assessment,
mhm,
have them write down
mhm.
something that they might want to tell others about or share, teach others through a play. So that was my attempt
Mhm,
at an assessment,
mhm,
formative assessment. Um, yeah, and they did try. They came up with a couple of good examples of things they might want to teach or share through a play. The formative assessment, the final, like towards the end of the
mhm,
session, I used an interesting video of an actual. This is a video from National Geographic for kids,
mhm,
where no, actually no, this was a video that a family. Uh, I think National Geographic later used it. But a family happened to see an actual moose in the wild shed its antler. They recorded it. I thought this would really capture the students'
Yes.
attention, and then I would have them write something about this video. That would be the formative assessment. Uh, and yeah, they liked the video, and then I had them at the end write something about it. But do you all find that you always are able to come up with assessments, or you have to be creative, or do
You
you
have
always
to be
use some?
creative. It depends on the grade. For example, that's a young grade. Not
Yeah,
just at the young grade. Remember that language learners.
language? Yeah,
So
yeah,
they so most of the time they need a lot of scaffolding,
yeah.
like sentence starters,
Right.
word
Mm-hmm.
banks. Or sometimes you write as a group.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
know, they
Uh,
come up with it. They tell you what they want to write. You write
uh,
the whole thing
yeah,
as a group.
I did a little writing. If they asked me something, write a word or part of a sentence on the board. But yeah, I could do more of that. Yeah.
A
Uh,
group writing where you know because for example for them you always have to model
Yes.
what you're expecting from them. So you um, you start off by telling, like having,
Uh-huh.
a model. Like you write
Right.
maybe as a group. Okay, this is how we're gonna do this. This is the first sentence. We should be. This is what
Yeah.
we're expecting. First, sentences to look like. Model
Is that before like the assessment or
before the
even
assessment.
Okay.
Before the assessment, because they need to know
Okay.
what are you expecting from them,
Okay.
and then you know put a lot of word bank for them so they can
Yeah, and
have
maybe after this assessment, like the formative, that before I do an assessment at the end, summative, maybe like you said, I can take what they're finding, put it on the
on the
board,
board.
model it, share
Right.
it,
Yeah.
before I give something at the end, like of
For them to
summative
come. Yeah.
assessment.
Right.
Okay. And typically do you normally have like a collection of assessments that you always use, or do you kind of come up with new ones or modify old ones, or do you have a fixed, set of assessments?
Sometimes, some of the curriculum we use have assessments.
Oh,
We use that.
okay.
Yeah. Most of the time we use that. But then, if, for example, there is, let me say, like something you want to emphasize, then you can go
You
out
get
and look
another
for
one. Okay.
something.
Okay. Right. All right. Thank you. I'll use these suggestions. Uh, that one stopped. I don't know when it stopped. Did you know?
I think, I don't know. It just uh,
Went
went
dark.
dark, but it was still recording until you touched it. I think that's what
Yeah.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's why I have these two.
Hmm.
But if it goes dark, just like let me know. I
Okay.
don't know why. Okay.